Okay, this is a detention docket for the 323rd District Court on January 7th, 2021. Comply with the Texas Supreme Court Emergency Order number 30, we are not conducting in-person proceedings. However, to comply with the Open Courts Act of the Texas Constitution, we are broadcasting these proceedings on YouTube. No portion of this proceeding may be copied, recorded, or published. Violations of this order are punishable by contempt of court of up to 6 months in the Tarrant County Jail and a $500 fine. This is, however, still a court proceeding, so all people are expected to behave appropriately for court. That means please do not be laying in bed, dress inappropriately. Do not have distracting backgrounds like bright lights or being in a moving vehicle. Please remain still. Please, I'm asking people, if you are not an officer of the court, to have your camera on with your face in view of the camera. And please do not have domesticated animals on the screen. So that means Galaxy A20, please do not bring your cat to court. Thank you. All right, so we'll go and start with Corian Montague. All right, Mr. Montague, I'm Judge Kim. This is a 10-day hearing. I'm deciding whether to keep you or release you. If I keep you here, you have to see a judge every 10 days. You do have a right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. The attorney, Ms. Keenan.
She's not here. I'm standing in for her, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Adnich is substituting in for Ms. Keenan. So, all right, Mr. Montague, 16 years old. I'm glad to see that you're level 1 outstanding. Here's my question, Ms. DeBose, is why did he drop down? Why did he just get back to level 1 out today?
It seems like yesterday or a couple of days ago, he was cursing, profanity, being disrespectful to staff.
Okay. All right, well, at least he worked his way back up, which is good. All right, so Mr. Montague, this is the one, I believe, where it was a murder case off of $40 of weed. Police were flagged down by black female standing over a body of black male who's lying in a pool of blood. And 2 black males in a red Ford were involved in the shooting. Said the victim was called to the car, came back later to retrieve $40. He went back to the vehicle. Shortly after, vehicle drove away, victim on the ground. Surveillance video retrieved the license plate number, tracked down the vehicle, and suspect informed the detective that black male known as Ape Gang Taliban, also Corian Montague, asked for a ride. They sat in the store, victim approached, offered him some weed. He came back with the weed. It was a struggle for a gun, and evidently Corian shot the victim. So, all right. Well, Mr. Montague, homicide case involving a shooting. I'm deeply concerned about the safety of the public, as well as the safety as you. You also were previously, you had cases for evading arrest, assault, aggravated assault, evading arrest, a stolen car, burglary of a habitation, retaliation, burglary of a vehicle. You were on probation for a stolen car. So, yeah, I'm just afraid if I let you go that the community will further be in danger. So, Mr. Montague, I'm going to go ahead and keep you in custody. All right, thank you, sir. Do we have a parent here for Mr. Montague?
I wasn't able to get in contact with her this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. All right, thank you, Mr. Montague. I'm glad you're level 1L. Please try and keep it up. All right, next we have Joseph Navarros. Mr. Navarros, I'm Judge Kim. This is a detention hearing. You've been here for 10 days, so I need to review your case, decide whether to keep you here, release you. If I keep you here, I have to review. Do we have a parent here for Mr. Navarros?
I think the grandmother is Galaxy, Judge, that you told about.
Thank you.
the cat.
All right, Mr. Navarros, you have the right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. Can't afford one, we'll provide one for you. Mr. Adler is your attorney. So Joseph, you're 16. Fourth PD brought you in August. They're saying the dispatch in North Main for a shooting. When they got there, the victim, who was an off-duty Dallas Police Department officer, was shot multiple times. Evidently, you and another person were trying to steal the victim's diaper bag. Witness observed the incident, saw you over the victim, pointed a black handgun and fired a shot at him. Jumped into a GMC truck, headed southbound on Main. Off-duty officer followed the truck until assistance got there. You and your companion were arrested. And you admitted about the shooting and theft. Security camera showed you shooting and the theft. So you're both brought over here. I believe wasn't he on probation at Dallas County, Ms. Guerrero?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Yeah, so Joseph, you were on probation for an offense out of Dallas County. Evidently, you decided to bring that to Tarrant County, and that was I think, a big mistake. You know me with kids and guns, but the fact that you were on probation at the time gives me deep concern about releasing you into the community. For the welfare of you as well as the community, I'm going to continue to detain you. Thank you, Mr. Navarros. Danny Parker.
Judge.
Thank you, Ed. Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker, I'm Judge Kim. This is a detention. You've been here for 10 days, deciding whether to keep you or release you. If I keep you here, you'll see a judge every 10 days while you're here. Mr. Houston is your attorney, and you do have a right to remain silent. All right, so you're turn 17 next month. You're level 1 outstanding. Good. Let's see. All right, this is the one you're supposed to be living in Abilene. You made your way to Tarrant County. You were found with a gun, and you weren't supposed to be here in Tarrant County. And you're on probation for an assault case. I guess you had probation before for burglary of habitation. You're positive for methamphetamines and marijuana. All right. Yeah, Danny, the concern is when you have the methamphetamines, about the drug use. Do we have a mom here or parent here for Danny?
Your Honor, I was unable to contact her because of her work schedule.
Okay, that's fine. I understand. So, Danny, yeah, I'm afraid if I let you go, you'll continue to use street drugs, find another gun, and leave the county and not appear for court when you're supposed to be. All right. I'm glad that you're level 1. You understand that when you get to 17, I have the discretion of keeping you downtown in the adult jail or to keep you here in juvenile. And so you have to stay at level 1. If your level drops, then I will house you in the downtown adult jail. So right now, the spotlight's on you. We'll see how you do. But the last month that you're here, if your level drops and you get bad enough, I'm just going to send you downtown on your 17th birthday. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Judge Kim, may I make a request?
Yes, Mr. Houston.
Mr. Parker has been in detention for 52 days now, I believe, and I would like to try to start getting the ball rolling on this thing, and I would request that a placement search be conducted by the probation department, if that can be possible.
Yeah, no, I think that's reasonable. So, Mr. Kroll, let's go ahead and start a placement search. I think that's a reasonable request, especially given the methamphetamine use.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Houston. That's a good idea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so Hugo Pogasangre Reyes.
Judge, I told you wrong. Hugo's mom is actually the one with the cat. My apologies, not Joseph's.
Or had the cat.
Had the cat.
Okay, Hugo, I'm Judge Kim. This is a 10-day hearing deciding whether to keep you here or release you. If I keep you here, you have to see a judge every 10 days. You have the right to remain silent. Mr. Adler, your attorney, is here. All right, Hugo, you were we issued a warrant for you for violating your EM. And let's see. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This was a gun case with an aggravated robbery, and you made him money and then actually fired the gun as you're running away. And evidently one of my associate judges released you. I don't think I would have, but they did. And that's fine. But you kind of got that mistake where you had a chance to get out, but you violated your EM while you're out. And so, yeah, I've put a note in there that I'm the only one that's supposed to release you now. and I'm not going to release you just because the gunshot was fired. So decisions have consequences. You had a lucky chance, but you blew it. So, all right. So I'm going to go and detain you, and we will see you in 10 days. Thank you, Mr. Reyes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Adler. All right. So at this point, I'm going to turn the docket over to Judge Terry. Thank you,
Thank you,
Judge
Judge
Terry.
Kim. Thank you. All right, Braylen Anderson. Hi, Braylen. I'm Judge Terry. This is your 10-day detention hearing. Purpose of this hearing is to determine whether I can release you to a parent or guardian, or if I should keep you detained. You have a right to remain silent, and you have a right to an attorney, and your attorney is Patty Tillman, and she is here on Zoom with us. Do you see her?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so, let's see. You were brought in end of December on the 27th. Got to level 1 outstanding as soon as you could, it looks like, and you've been there ever since. Is there a parent here for her?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Judge.
Mr. Anderson? Hi.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
Okay. Good. And you were the victim in this one, I believe.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And this is scheduled for mediation tomorrow, I'm told?
Yes, ma'am. At 1 p.m.
All right. Well, she has been, I mean, I don't think I saw her when she first came in, but I remember, I think I took the phone call. Is this kind of like typical behavior for her?
No, ma'am. It just has gotten worse. I'm looking forward to the mediation tomorrow, and hopefully we can find some kind of resolution.
Okay. I mean, she's had excellent behavior since she's been here. Nothing, nothing wrong whatsoever. And so that tells me that she knows, right from wrong and can follow direction and stuff. Because this is just pretty disturbing that, she just seemed completely defiant on the 26th with you.
Yes.
And
yes,
then when you tried to punish her and take her phone like you ought to be able to do, because Braylen, do you know that your phone is actually his? You're under 18 years old. That cell phone is actually his, okay? If he wants to punish you or take it from you whenever, he can do that, okay? Yeah, seems like she just completely went off. Punching a flat screen TV inside of her own bedroom. That's 3-year-old behavior. Yes, Ms. Tillman?
Mr. Lewis and I have requested that at some point that we get an updated psychological evaluation for Braylen and maybe a psychiatric evaluation if she's going to require medication. Because as you can see, this is her 3rd referral that has something to do with assault. I hope that we can mediate it and get it worked out about being at home. If not, there is an aunt that has said that she would be willing to let Braylen live with her.
Okay. I had a question for Dad. Dad, is she currently on any medication?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Sounds like that may be, I don't know. Nothing's been filed on this yet either, so I'm ready to send her home because she's shown that she can behave. Are you ready to take her home before the mediation, Dad?
I'm not, Your Honor. I'm not.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I know that you basically need help. Is that what you're asking for? And you're hoping that the mediation will help?
Yes, I'm looking forward to the mediation tomorrow at 1 p.m.
All right. And if that's all successful, are you prepared to take her home at that time?
We'll just see how the mediation goes, Your Honor.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If that goes well and you're comfortable, you would be okay with taking her home at that time.
I'm open to discussing living arrangements, whether it's with me or with another family member.
And hopefully you guys can take care of that tomorrow because I'm ready to release her. But I will release, so Ms. Anderson, I will release you tomorrow. Stay on level 1 outstanding. I will release you tomorrow after mediation as long as you are still on level 1 outstanding, okay? All right, for today I'm detaining you, but I will sign an order for release tomorrow. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Ajathine Austin,
Judge,
Yes, Jathan.
Ajathin.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Judge,
Yes.
if I may, he was detained earlier by Judge Porter at his 9:30 hearing.
Oh, excellent. So I don't have to worry about that one. All right. Thank you.
Yes.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
Luca Frye. Mr. Frye, I'm Judge Terry. This is your 10-day detention hearing. Purpose of this hearing
Yes,
is to
ma'am.
determine whether I can release you to a parent or guardian, or if I should keep you detained. You have a right to remain silent. You also have a right to an attorney. Your attorney is Rafael Sierra. I didn't see him here today.
Judge, I'm filling in for him.
All right, great. Thank you, Mr. Adenichi.
Yes, ma'am.
And Happy New Year. I haven't seen you yet this week.
Same to you, Judge.
Thank you. All right. Let's see. You were brought in on the 14th. I don't think I have seen this young man yet. Level 1 outstanding. When? How long has he been level 1 outstanding? It doesn't say that on here.
Your Honor, the lowest he's been, he dropped down to level 3 unacceptable actually on the 23rd of December. And that was due to just being very argumentative, prolonging the shower and not following instructions. And he has worked his way up to level 1 outstanding. And I believe he's been on that level 1 outstanding for a couple of days now.
Okay. So from the 23rd till a couple days ago, it took him that long to get back to level 1 outstanding?
Let me look and see. He was, let's see, he was level 1 out, he was level 3 unacceptable on the 23rd. The 24th was level 3 acceptable. The 25th, level 3 outstanding. The 26th, level 2 outstanding. And then the 29th, he was level 1 outstanding, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. So he's just ever since the 29th then, so for the last.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. Yes, ma'am.
That's okay. That's all right.
So that's been 9 days, Judge.
He's got a good solid over a weekend. Yes, thank you, Mr. Adenichi.
That's correct.
Ooh, he's a mess. He tested positive for amphetamines when he came in. Got a history of being verbally and physically abusive towards the victim in this case. He's on probation for possession of controlled substance.
Judge, I'm not sure if any of the parents are here, if they can.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that, if any of the parents.
I'm here. Yes,
Okay, your mom, okay, all right. Okay, Mom, I mean, and you can parent how you want in your house, but am I correct in understanding that the girlfriend had stayed the weekend at y'all's house?
She was having difficulty with her family, and so
Okay.
yes, she did.
Okay. All right, I'm looking. Oh, he's set for tomorrow morning.
Yes, ma'am. I believe it's with Judge Porter, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. I was just looking at that. Yes, it is in front of Judge Porter. Well, Luca, I am happy that you have been level 1 outstanding for the last 8-9 days. that is really going to go a long way for you in front of Judge Porter tomorrow. However, because you have shown us that you are likely to reoffend and just that your court date's tomorrow, I don't want to give you an opportunity to mess things up between today and tomorrow. So I am going to go ahead and detain you today, and you'll see Judge Porter tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good, Judge.
You're welcome. Okay, Quentin Sales.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Judge Terry. This is your 10-day detention hearing. The purpose of this hearing is to determine whether I can release you to a parent or guardian, or if I should keep you detained. You have the right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney, and your attorney is Mr. Adeniji. Do you see him?
Yes, ma'am.
And let's see, you've been here since the 10th for a violation of a court order after a DTA. And I really don't need to go through much else because you're level 3 outstanding.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you think that means I'm supposed to do?
Detain me?
Yes, plus let's see, there's a placement search going on. Oh, you actually attempted to escape on the 1st, just last week.
That is correct, Judge.
I haven't seen that one yet in my short time here. And I feel like you're asking, I feel like you're begging. I know there's a placement search going on, but I feel like you're begging for the court to send you to TJJD.
No, ma'am, that's
You
not.
should really reconsider that.
I don't know that he's begging for that, Judge.
Well, I mean, his actions look like it. His
Oh,
actions,
I see.
like if you, I'm
That's-
sure, Mr. Adeniji, I'm sure you've told him that's a possibility.
Oh,
right?
yeah. The
I'm
judge,
sure you have.
the
And-
judge also have told him the last time, and we
Oh.
understand that, but we are working towards getting the other option that's better. I mean, Mr. Houston is our main point now. If we can get Mr. Houston on board, we'll be good.
Well, if we can get Mr. Sales on board with his behavior, that's
That's
who really needs to be on board, right, Mr. Sales?
Yes, ma'am.
That's-
I don't want to see anybody go to TJGD. Like, I really don't. It's, for
Yeah.
dumb stuff like this, with stuff that you can control. Okay, you are in control of this.
That is
So-
correct, Judge.
You need to take the reins back, Mr. Sales, and straighten it up and give the court something to work with. Okay.
Yes,
Obviously, I
ma'am.
have to detain you. So,
Thank you, Judge.
thank you.
Okay, thank
But I'm sorry, was there a parent here for him? I didn't see anybody. Recognize anybody?
He was given the Zoom link this morning.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Keith Sentmore. Is there a parent or guardian here for him?
Yes, ma'am. His
And
mom.
Ms. Coffey?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Sentmore, I'm Judge Terry. This is your 10-day detention hearing. Purpose of this hearing is to determine whether I can send you back home to mom or if I should keep you detained. You have a right to remain silent, and you have a right to an attorney, and your attorney is Mr. Adeniji. Do you see him here on the Zoom screen with us? You have your hand raised. Do you see Mr. Adeniji here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right. Wow, Mr. Adeniji, this, let's see. I haven't seen this young man yet either. He was brought in just before Christmas for unlawful carrying of a weapon. Let's see, by Fort Worth PD. Traffic stop by gang enforcement officer. Smelled like marijuana. Probable cause search because of that. Glock 42 with a loaded mag and a bag of what appeared to be marijuana were found under the back right passenger seat where he was sitting. Officer asked what he was doing. He replied it was for protection. Gun was confirmed stolen. Serial number scratched off on the muzzle. Additional charges are possible. Obviously, THC and maybe tampering. Okay. Got previous supervisory cautions for possession of marijuana, theft of property, and evading. Well, he had 3 chances before. Positive for marijuana when he came in. Level 3 outstanding, and he's aware of everything. What happened on the 5th? I'm just curious how he went so long, and then on the 5th he gets to level 3.
There was a handful of minor infractions that he picked up, as well as trading his snacks, and I think that's why Keith he's raising his hand.
Okay. Did you have a question, Mr. Sentmore?
No, ma'am, but I had something to say.
Okay, if it's about the gun or the offense or anything, I don't think Mr. Edgeniji would like you to say anything about that.
No, ma'am, it's not about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it anything you didn't tell me last night when we spoke?
I couldn't hear you.
What you want to tell the court? Did you tell me that last night when we spoke?
Can you say that again?
When we spoke last night, did you tell me what you want to tell the judge now?
Yes, sir. I was trying to tell her that right now.
No. Did you tell me the information you judge? Did you tell me last night?
Sir, I'm not sure what you mean.
So what he's asking you, whatever it is that you want to say to me, have you discussed it previously with him?
Oh, yes, sir.
You did?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
I wanted to say that I'm sorry for not being a level 1, but I was a level 1 the whole time I was here. I just had one thing that messed me up bad with my level. It was the snack.
The probation officer just told the judge that. So you're not adding anything.
Yeah, that's okay. And I think Mr. Sentmore really probably is regretful, and that's why he wanted to let the court know that. And it may seem, what I'll say to you is that, trading snacks, stuff like that may seem like a silly little stupid thing, but you're out there, you're accused of doing a pretty big thing out there, right? That's what got you in here, and you've been given chances before. And so we need to know that if you can follow the silliest rules or what seems so silly, then we can trust to release you back home while this stuff is pending, okay? It's an indicator that you know how to follow the rules and you can follow instructions, okay? So just get back to level 1 and that's all we need. That's the rule. I mean, the rule is the rule. There can be excuses or reasons why you may not be in level 1 outstanding, but that's just where you gotta be, okay?
Judge, can we have, how does the mom feel about consideration of releasing him? Because the last time we were here, the mom wasn't really too comfortable.
Well, I mean, it's not even an issue today because he's level 3. So it's just
I know, Judge.
You just want to see where she's feeling right now. That's fine.
Yes, because
I'll listen to her.
Yes.
I'll hear her, I mean, yes.
Is the mom here?
Yes.
She's here. You have to unmute yourself, ma'am. I don't think her audio is connected.
We can't hear you, ma'am. You are muted.
I don't think she knows how to take herself off of mute.
I don't even think her audio is connected. So I tell you what, Mr. Edgeniji, why don't you handle that? There she goes.
Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel, he lives with his dad in Louisiana. So if I know I have to wait till all the court stuff is over before I could send him back, but I'd rather his daddy have control of him more than me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we got to have someone to release him to when it's time. I have a feeling he will be at level 1 outstanding by the next time, and he will stay there, so, or, Mr. Edgeniji, you know what to do if you find out he gets there before then, maybe we can do something then, so.
But from what she's saying, am I hearing you correctly that you would rather, if he's released, it goes to the dad?
I can come pick him up and all that, but I want to drive him straight to Louisiana by his dad. But if not, he could just have to stay here.
But you understand you can't do that with the approval of the court, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so for now he's detained, and so Mr. Sentmore, get back to level 1, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. And that concludes our detention hearings for today.
Good to see you, Judge.
You too. Happy New Year, everybody.
You too.
Thank you.
How do I hang this up?